I've been quiet for a minute. I've been grinding, still in it. I've been counting these digits. Excuse me. I know I've been quiet for a minute, but I'm back on my business. If you see me, don't trip, just excuse me. Wrong if I do, wrong if I don't.
Hey there, Bare Knuckle News fans. Susan Cingari here, backstage with the big winner tonight, Marcus Edwards. What a performance. Break it down for us, sir.
You know, we wanted to come out tonight and, take it slow and pick our shots. So we knew we had the reach with the guy. So we wanted to get out there, move around, touch him a lot. And, that's exactly what we did.
So, I understand what the 6-inch reach means, but can you tell our new fight fans on DAZN and across the globe what that means in the fight?
So my opponent had like a 70-inch reach, and I had a 76-inch. So that's the length from tip of finger to tip of finger. And I knew I had 6 inches on him, so I can just be out of range when I threw my jab or when I threw my cross.
Did you change your training camp up at all for Pat Casey?
No, I didn't change anything up. I just came out and fought my fight, sticking and moving and being faster, longer. A lot of these guys that I'm fighting at 175 are big, strong guys that are, sitting on their punches. So we're just planning for that.
Hey there, who's this?
This is my baby.
Hi.
Hold the microphone for me. Right
You want
here.
to help Daddy out?
Hold
What's
this
your
right here.
name?
Zendaya.
So, what was it like to see Daddy fight for the first time? Was it
Cool.
Yeah. What'd you like about it?
Daddy fighting.
What's your favorite thing to do with Daddy?
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Do you want to be a fighter like him? You do. So, you're conditioning for this fight. Talk a little bit about that for me.
Oh man, this conditioning for this fight was amazing. I had a beautiful fight camp. I had a hip replacement 6-7 months ago. So this was the first time I got to run in 7 years. I got to lift weights with my legs. So, I felt my cardio was great. Like I came out of every round, I was coming out early and feeling good. So yeah, I had a beautiful fight camp. So I can't complain about anything.
How important is it to be able to fight at this altitude ahead of time?
Oh, it's important. If you're going to be coming out to Colorado, you want to come out about 2 weeks early. The guys that are coming out on short notice, they're feeling it. You know what I mean? They might not feel it right out the gate, but that end of the second, third, fourth, fifth round, they're definitely wanting, some oxygen.
What was your strategy tonight?
My strategy was just to stick and move, man. I didn't want to come out guns a-blazing. Everybody knows me as the guy that comes out and just fucking swings and lets my hands go and tries to kill guys. My cardio is really good and my footwork was, really good for this fight camp. And I haven't had a chance to, be able to, display that because of my hip. So that's what I wanted to do. That was my game plan, just stick, move, use my feet, use my range, and, try to put them away.
So many fighters are from Genesis. And we've got the Montana fighters. I always ask Kai Stewart, what's in the water out there in Montana? I got to ask you, what makes Genesis so special?
Man, what makes Genesis so special is that, we're a tight-knit community. We're a tight-knit community. Colorado, the fight game is, everybody that's a high-level fighter, we all know each other. So, bare knuckle is so new. So there's a lot of guys at different gyms, and we all meet at Genesis. So a lot of the guys that are out here, we all train together for this fight. We're coming to practices, sparring each other from, the 25ers to the heavyweights, Chris Camozzi. So, being able to be such close and close quarters and utilize each other and all the experience, it's making us, excel in the BK realm.
And a big shout out, thanks to Genesis Training Center, because they let me do my boxing corner woman preparation there. And Brandon Gertz was actually very helpful to me in that regard. So big shout out, thank you, Genesis. All right, I wanted to also ask you, your first pro fight was against Justin Gaethje. What are your thoughts about him coming over to Bare Knuckle?
Oh man, if Justin Gaethje comes over to Bare Knuckle, that'd be amazing. Everybody knows he throws freaking bombs. I don't know how his knuckles are gonna, do in this sport. It's a brutal sport on the hand, so when you hit hard, you got to be able to make a fist and keep it. If you let it up a little bit, you might break your hands, and he hits hard, so there could be some injuries there.
Now, you just told us that you fought at 155 and 175. Which weight class do you prefer?
I prefer 175. I don't like cutting a lot of weight. I get to walk in, cut a couple pounds, and make 175 and just be happy.
How do you think you've evolved since a fighter, since we first saw you on the sport here?
Oh man, this is my third fight with BK, and just being able to have the experience, the calmness, the composure, and understand where I can win the fight, where to push, when to push, and how to control the crowd in my favor.
Tell our fans a little bit about your journey into bare knuckle then.
Like I said, I got my hip replaced, back at the beginning of the year, and I thought MMA, was going to be my thing for a long time, and I couldn't continue to go because I couldn't change levels, and the hip just wasn't there. So I was like, let's transition to boxing, and then bare knuckle, was pretty much the next thing because that's the next brutal sport, and I just want to be in the most brutal sport there is, So, what's the next best thing? That's going to be BK, and it's growing. So, that's pretty much my journey coming in and having this rebirth of who I am and being able to show that, that I'm a fighter, man. And fighters never fight. That's in life, in the ring. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're a fighter, you're going to fight for whatever it is.
So true. And you know what? I feel like so much of the spirit of a fighter is important because we actually have rolled out a new series called Soul of a Warrior.
Nice.
And part of the fighting game is very mental. Would you not agree?
I'm gonna say it's 90% mental and 10% physical. If you get, a lot of people don't understand. I was talking to somebody about this in the car ride over here. It's like a lot of people don't understand everything that goes on outside of the ring and the background, the fight camp leading to the fight. Trials, tribulations, just your own personal life, stuff that's going on in work, whatever it may be. And you got to be mentally strong to leave that shit at the door. And to just bite down, knuckle up, and understand that this is life, and warriors survive.
What's been your favorite moment so far in bare knuckle?
My favorite moment so far in bare knuckle is, I'm going to say, just being able to, be here and still being able to fight. I thought my career was over. I thought my career was over with, my hip being replaced or whatnot. And, BK kind of gave me that life, that rebirth.
What do you do to relax?
I talk with my daughter, and I hang out with her and teach her and help her understand the world around her and help her understand the energy that's within herself because, she's just an amazing being and, just trying to help guide her become, the most amazing, beautiful, productive woman that she can become.
What a wonderful thing to hear from a father. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's my
How
baby.
old is she?
She's 6 years old.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Does she get scared when you come home and you're bleeding?
No.
You're not scared, are you?
No,
Why not?
because I know that my dad's here and I'm always special to him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she knows she got scary daddy privileges.
Who do you want next?
Man, I want freaking Mondale, man. I heard him call out somebody else, but he's saying that nobody wants to fight him, man. I want to fight him. I want to fight anybody. I want to be the best. He has the belt. He's in my weight class. Let's set it up. What is it or lose? Let's fight. Nobody wants to fight you. Fight me. I want it. Let's go.
Speaking of Mandel, what did you think about the fight in Spain last week between him and Christie?
I think that was a great fight, man. He's a pro. He's very composed. He knows what he's capable of. To any other guy, he might be a scary guy, but that's why beasts meet. Like that. This is the wild to me. We meet and we fight. There's no backing down. We're just gonna come at each other and punch until somebody falls.
All right. Any
Thank
friends,
you.
family, or sponsors you'd like to thank?
I would like to thank all my sponsors. Off the top of my head, it's a lot. So I would like to thank my daughter for coming. This is her first fight, so a live fight. We're not watching on television. And I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy John, Laura, and Neil. They passed away, so I want to go ahead and just give them a shout out and thank you, and thank you to all the fans of Denver and everybody that's a BKFC fan. Look forward to seeing me soon, and see you guys in the future.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see you back at the squared circle, and Tendai, I can't wait to see you back here with Daddy again. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So for Bare Knuckle News, I'm Susan Cingari. This is
Marcus Edwards.
And remember, fight fans. Come on, Zendaya. No one beats us to the punch.
Woo!